Charlie Boy, of course, he has his own ups and downs. He has been accused of a lot by different people, and that's what it is about life. He's a Nigerian entertainer called Charlie Boy, aka Area Father. His name originally is Charles Oputa. He has decided to come in to the drama that is about to unfold, the saga that it might become between Pastor IBIYEOMIE. Is a popular pastor in the southeast of Nigeria, in Port Harcourt, and he said something right there on his pulpit. He addressed a man, OAP Daddy Freeze, that is known to have said a lot of things about a lot of clerics. Some of them he has insulted them, calling them different names. Bald, that referring to OYEDEPO, and also referring to the way OYEDEPO speaks, like he squeaks, that kind of voice. He has said several things to a lot of people here and there, and all of a sudden, in reaction to this, Pastor IBIYEOMIE, being one of the sons of Bishop David OYEDEPO, decided to react and said, "You are a bastard." He called him Somalia looking, he called him several derogatory names, and he said, "If I deal with you, if I deal with you, you can insult me, but not my father, Bishop David OYEDEPO. If I deal with you, if I come to you, if I deal with you, if I touch you, you will realize that something hit you." And this is a man that sent former daughter of a governor in the southwest of Nigeria, I'm talking of Kemi Oluloyo, to prison. She went to prison with all the connection. I don't know if the father never decided to help. I don't know. But he sent her to prison. And she later went to the church of this man, Pastor IBIYEOMIE, and somehow they had a kind of understanding. So these politicians also connect to pastors, and they have people who are willing and ready to do what they want. So this threat or warning to Daddy Freeze might not be a joke. So in this vein, Charlie Boy strongly criticized Pastor David IBIYEOMIE for threatening to deal with radio presenter Daddy Freeze. Mr. IBIYEOMIE is the general overseer of Salvation Ministries, and it is said that he had threatened to kill radio presenter for insulting his spiritual father, David OYEDEPO, founder of Winners Chapel. Daddy Freeze had differed with Bishop, let's give him his title, Bishop OYEDEPO, on the Bible verse that bordered on women submitting to their husbands. It is what is written in the scriptures. Women should not speak in church. They should give that to the man. All of these are doctrines. They are written in the scriptures for those who want to deal with this. And the aspect of the woman being, kind of submitting to the husband, as they say, the man is the head and Jesus Christ is the head of the man. You see? So there are divergent views, as a lot of people interpret the scriptures differently. So this is not about the interpretation or who is right or who is not right in the interpretation, but Bishop OYEDEPO wrote this, and he talked about a woman submitting totally to the husband. The broadcaster, in his argument, added that 30 years in marriage does not make one an expert on the subject, and I think that's where he got it wrong. He should maybe, have said things such as bringing his own scriptures. Saying 30 years does not necessarily mean that someone is this and that. It's I don't know what you think about this, as it's a big issue now, as this move, feminism is on the high rise. It seems there are a lot of women who wants to also be the head of the family, and this has brought about a lot of things. Men are not created naturally, aside some issues here and there. I understand that there should be a kind of understanding between man and woman, that I agree to, but then there cannot be two masters on a boat or on a ship. There should be someone who speaks. After all, although it is being changed now, after all, women drop their own father's surname and take that of their husband. It's been a practice, although things are changing now. Some of them still retain the middle name. Retain their maiden name, and also, it's not a practice. You don't see a man taking the name of his wife, father. You see? So that naturally shows you that there are certain things, but things are changing, like I said. So that being said, I think Bishop is speaking according to the scriptures and according to what he understands, according to what he wants to tell his own members. And well, IBIYEOMIE felt offended by this, and reacting, Charlie Boy, Charles Oputa, stated that Mr. OYEDEPO is not God, therefore bound to make mistakes. He added that if Pastor IBIYEOMIE decides to make that he frees a topic, he will make him his own assignment. This is a 69-year-old entertainer, and he wrote this on his Instagram. He says, so Pastor IBIYEOMIE is saying that the chief racketeer, pastor, cardinal, pope, Bishop OYEDEPO cannot make mistakes because he is all-knowing. Even in the house of worship, he's calling our anointed Daddy Freeze a bastard. Pastor IBIYEOMIE, who is your father? Were you not born on the express road because that's where most accidents happen? Is OYEDEPO man or God? I know you have your head far up OYEDEPO's heart that you cannot see or hear clearly anymore. If you decide to make Daddy Freeze a topic, I will make you my assignment. God punish useless fake pastors. These are the words of Charles Oputa. And well, I don't know what your thoughts are as regards this, as a lot of reactions have definitely trailed this. People said things, people reacted, people said a lot of things. They said, well, this is not right. Some say it is right and all of that. But I don't know what your own think is. So I'm going to throw this out to you guys out there. What do you think? What do you think about all of this? Do you think that Bishop OYEDEPO wasn't referring to people outside of his church? He's only speaking to the people out of his church. And you think that, yes, since it's on the social media, anyone can address it? Or do you think the way that the Freeze addressed it, talking about 30 years of this and that, does not equate, being that he himself had a wife, and he claimed, ex-wife anyway, and he claimed that the woman wasn't submissive, they were having issues. You know, when I listened to all what happened in his own case, it ended up being that the woman wasn't submissive to him. If he said, okay, let me be here, let me do this, there was a kind of issue between both of them that resulted to what it is. And I think the reason why both of them, the new wife or fiancé, the reason why it seems as if it's working for them is because the woman had gone through the marriage, also had problems with the former husband that she said is bisexual or something like that. And it brought about their break. And she, being with Daddy Freeze, somehow both of them divorcee or, you know, something like that, but they both have children. And they must have learned somehow. And the woman also being someone that has decided to be humble, maybe that is why their marriage is working. Because it's not just possible, even among two men, it's not possible for both of them to always want to lead. If you have a friend and he wants to lead and you want to lead, your relationship with that person will break. You see, same with brothers and sisters. And very importantly, in marriage, is it that the man is the head naturally, and the woman is also a supporter, a companion? I'm not talking of you abusing your wife. Or the woman is the dictator in the house and the man is quiet. If both of them want to speak at the same time, that marriage is definitely heading towards collapse. So what do you think about this? He has said his own. Please do drop it in the comment section below.